You, Amish Bhai, with us. One of the fastest selling authors in the world, a great father, also a wonderful patron for Yuva, who has come and inspired municipal school children, teachers many times. I think his knowledge about ancient India and the wisdom of Vedas is something that we all dream of. Welcome, and thank you for making us proud by leading the Nehru Center and creating such a positive narrative about India, especially in these tough times, Amish Bhai. So we welcome you to Stronger Together.
One of the things our ancestors used to say that any process of change also has a lot of it's never easy, right? So any process of change has pain in it as well. So there is a purpose to pain, to difficulties, because you emerge stronger on the other side. That's what the year 2020 is, in my opinion. But this entire process is this pain actually leads us to a better future. That's the way I see it. Right? But the only way we will emerge in a better future is if we are strong. You see so many countries where this difficult year has caused so much internal division that they will emerge weaker out of this year. So I think for India that is the most important thing, that we will emerge stronger out of this very, very difficult year only if we are together. So I think the theme is absolutely perfect. It is to be realized that it's in our own interest to have gratitude first. So a lot of gratefulness is not what God or the universe has blessed you with. It's your attitude, and if you have a grateful attitude, then you yourself become happier and more positive, and then you will attract positive people around you, and therefore you'll achieve more things.
If you have a feeling of gratitude, you are always it's a very positive attitude. You cannot be gratitude and positivity go together. If you have a negative attitude in life, obviously you're complaining all the time. And if you are positive, your gratitude, you see what you have rather than what you do not have, then you are happier, much happier. It's a question of happiness also.
One of the things I have spoken of this before, that the perspective in the Indian approach to charity is that the person receiving charity is doing a favor to the person giving charity, because in our way of life, it's all about the karmic balance sheet, right? If someone helps us, then we have taken on a debt, a rin on our karmic balance sheet. Our ancestors didn't use the term karmic balance sheet. I'm just using it to make it understandable. Okay, so we take a debt, and the only way we can wipe it out is if we help others or return that debt. So when you're actually giving charity, you're actually wiping out karmic debt.
What I'm finding is upki generation, they have realized giving back to the society is very good. And I just wish, like what you have done is so inspirational. I just wish more and more people do it. Some will do it the way you have done it. Some will do it by contributing in other ways. But I just wish that more and more people follow that stream and contribute back to the society, because we will only prosper as a nation if everybody starts improving, right?
You know that I've always believed that education is the greatest charity to do. Lord Vidur had said in the Mahabharata, there are two ways to waste money. One is by giving charity to the unworthy. Second is by not giving charity to the worthy. And there is no one more worthy than children. When we invest in our children as a society, as a country, invest in education, we are building a better future.
it was really good to hear Amish talk about education. That's very true. While we struggle to bring about changes in our curriculums, I mean, that's a bureaucratic process. It will go through several layers. But I think we could actually be working on the sides, build capacities of our society, of the parents, of the community elders. Education needs to go beyond schools, school boundaries. I mean, that is what we need to focus on.
So what I realized is there's a lot of people out there who love reading as much as me as well, but many of them don't have access or didn't have access, when they were growing up, to the sort of books that I did and the sort of resources, the sort of libraries that I did. So I started this program. We called it Get Set Read, in association, of course, with Yuva Unstoppable. And the aim of it was to get these books that are for approximately grade 4, 5, 6, and that are accessible to these children in these government schools and that are relatable to them. We are taking these books from the Pratham Storyweaver platform, which is copyright common. So it's copyright common, and we are taking them, we're reading them aloud, mainly in Hindi, and creating these videos and sending it to children all around India with the help of Yuva Unstoppable, with the help of the schools they have access to.
Charity for the sake of charity perhaps is in itself has some importance, but if you make it, if you define an objective and you target it for that purpose, and you give it some focus, then it carries a little more meaning, because you want to ensure that the money is reaching the right people who are at a certain point in time the most needy or the most deserving, or some sector needs to be uplifted, etc., etc.
It's extremely fulfilling. It is wonderful to feel that you have made an impact as an organization, and I would credit the vision of Hexaware and of course the effort of the volunteers. I think the credit goes to them. And one thing that I have observed at Hexaware, as far as all its initiatives in corporate social responsibility areas are concerned, they are all driven by an innate need or a drive to really make a difference to the environment. There is more energy and enthusiasm just to feel the fact that you are making a difference.
Thank you so much. Amish has been a wonderful brand ambassador. He spent time with municipal school children. He spent time with teachers. He's motivated our patrons. And he is someone who truly cares. In the middle of 10,000 things. Guys, I mean, जब book launch होती है, तब 10,000 नहीं 10 lakh things चलती है. But in the middle of 10 lakh things, because in the middle of his heart is India and is children and is any way he can serve, for me, he is the real life Suhail Dev.